here is my hack that has literally been blowing up our Instagram and TikTok, and I'm pretty stoked about what I'm gonna do with this. Let's do it. I am super excited for this video because in this video, we're gonna do one of my favorite things, and that is organize and DIY with products from the Dollar Tree, so stay tuned. We are Charity, Ben, Dakota, and Trinity. We decided we didn't want to wait for a life of adventure. So in 2017, we bought our first RV and set off to live a life of travel in the USA. We've visited over 38 states in 3 years and have many more to go. Follow along to learn all the best places to see, RV and travel tips, and much more. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're new here, you might not know that some of our most popular videos have been on RV storage and organization, and I'm gonna link to those right up above here. But needless to say, we are gonna jump in today with DIY organization and storage with Dollar Tree products.
Goodness gracious, it's amazing. Patrick Swayze, hey, blow my mind, yeah. Lemon and lime, yeah. One of a kind, it's so incredible.
We just got back from the Dollar Tree. I've got our Dollar Tree haul right here, and we're gonna jump in and show you how we're gonna use these to organize the RV. So you're gonna wanna make sure that you probably bookmark this video, save this video, because I know you're gonna wanna come back to it and try some of these DIYs in your RV or just your small space or wherever you need to have some organization. So without further ado, let's jump right in with our first Dollar Tree DIY. So for our first DIY, what we're going to actually do is we're going to make a rack for the towels in the bathroom. Now this works for hand towels, dish towels, washcloths, really anything that you can kind of fold up and put away in a cupboard. Now the reason that I do this is because with being in an RV, things move around, but also with having a whole family, when somebody goes to grab a towel out of the towel stack, well, they all want to topple down, and in our bathroom, you've got the toilet right there, and then you just are washing a bunch of towels if they get dirty. So this is a great solution that I have found that works wonderful for us. We've been using it for a while. So you're gonna need some of these napkin holders from the Dollar Tree. Now, I picked up 3 of them because I'm going to make one that's a little bit taller. You can do this with just 2 of them if you want to make one that is not quite as tall, depending upon what your cupboard space looks like. So I've got 3, and then these zip ties. So pretty simple. All we're going to do is stack these together, and we're going to zip tie them together in a couple of spots to hold it together. So I'm gonna zip tie these together, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's all finished up. So now that we've got this zip tied together, I'm just gonna come and cut off all of the ends for where we have zip tied this together. If you have a sharp pair of scissors, that works best. All right, now let's go put this in our bathroom cabinet and load it up with our towels. By the way, I'm saving the best for last. Now, this last one that I've got to show you towards the end of the video is my hack that has absolutely blown up on Instagram Reels and TikTok. So you're gonna wanna make sure you watch to the end for my most favorite DIY so far. Okay, now real fast, no judging the bathroom, because this is the one area of the RV we have not renovated yet. This is on the to-do list. So at some point we'll have some bathroom reno coming your way, but as of right now, it's not there. Light, let there be light. Okay. So in my cabinet here, I'm already using one of these on this side. And what I found is by using this, when somebody goes to pull a towel out of here, the whole stack's not coming down. So I'm gonna add another one of these right next to this one here so that I can put these towels in here. There, all of our towels are stored away. I'm using one of these up here as well. So when somebody goes to grab a towel out of here, the whole stack's not falling down and they're nice and organized, and it gives us tons of space then on the other side for anything we need to put on the other side of this cabinet. So love this Dollar Tree DIY hack for towel washcloth organization. Now this next Dollar Tree DIY is probably one of the ones that is just totally revolutionizing our storage space and organization, but you really only need two things. So one of these wire baskets from the Dollar Tree, and then some of these command style hooks from the Dollar Tree. Now these ones hold up to 2 pounds, and this particular hack has not come undone yet. So I'm very impressed with the quality of these from the Dollar Tree, and I can't wait to show you how we're going to use this to revolutionize our organization and storage. Okay, so all we need to do with this is use this wire basket and then these command style hooks. And what we're going to do is we're going to mount this wire basket underneath of our dinette table with these two command hooks. So basically we're going to use these hooks just like so on either side of our basket and mount it under our table. Now we're using this right now for a computer charger. You could use this for pens, markers, cords that are near an outlet, anything that you just need to get up and out of the way. In this particular spot of our RV, the computer charger that we've got plugged into the wall always ends up on the floor, which means it's getting dirty and stepped on. So this was a perfect solution to get that up off of the floor and stay in a spot that's organized and out of the way. So the trick here is that to make sure these hooks aren't too close together, but just close enough together to hold your basket. And you can also bend these wires. So this wire we bent a little bit to fit the charger in, and then I can just pull it a little bit to be able to hook it back into the hook when it's up out of the way. So the next hack that I have for you isn't so much of a DIY, just a storage and organization hack, but that is at Dollar Tree, you can pick up these cabinet shelves. Now, I love these because I put these in our cabinets like this. It gives me storage up above. It also gives me options to put things underneath. Now, the cool thing is this last one that I'm gonna show you, we're gonna fill this space up and you're gonna love what we're gonna put in here. So make sure that you keep watching. I'm excited to fill this up with one of our hacks. So our next hack is we're gonna actually use this kind of as like a nightstand area. So we're gonna use these Dollar Tree command hooks and this wire basket from the Dollar Tree, and we're just gonna hang it up on the wall right here next to the bed. So that way Ben has a place to put his extra charger, phone, whatever he has at night that he wants to be able to just have up and out of the way, so that we're freeing up this kind of counter space down here. Okay, now here is my hack that has literally been blowing up our Instagram and TikTok. So this is going to be a soft-sided storage bin, and I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with the finished product in just a few minutes. But what we did is we picked up these at the Dollar Tree. Now, what these are these are in the softline section. They're technically called rugs. I think they're kind of small for a rug. Now you could do this too with like placemats, because this is about like placemat size as far as the size is concerned. Anything that's somewhat sturdy that is about this size. So to start, we're just gonna cut off the tag, and then we're also going to cut off this tag as well, because we don't want to be able to see this. Now, a couple of comments that I have gotten on Instagram and TikTok about this particular DIY is if you are somebody that does have a sewing machine, if you have sewing skills, you could do this with the sewing machine instead of the method I'm going to show you. But because I am not super crafty in that sense, and we do not carry a sewing machine with us in the RV, so I'm going to do this with some hot glue. Now, I will put a link in the description below, because not only could you use hot glue, but they also on Amazon have a specific fabric hot glue that goes into your hot glue gun that is made specifically for fabrics. So that is an alternative as well. But to do this DIY, what we're going to do is we're going to start by laying this out, and what we want to do is we want to glue down our fringe side first. So this is our side with our fringe, so I am just going to run a bead of hot glue down this way. So you're just going to fold your fringe down. Now do be careful, because obviously this is hot glue. You don't want to get burned in any way. So put this down. Ouch! I just did exactly what I said not to do. Ow. That is hot. Hot glue is hot. Hot glue is very hot. So then we're just gonna repeat on the other side as well to glue down our fringe side. Okay, so the next step is we're going to fold this in half, so fringe in. It's important that we only glue 3/4 of the way down, because we need to do the end in a special step that I will show you in just a minute. Okay, so this next step is important because this is gonna be how our basket is gonna set up nicely. So what we wanna do here, now that we've come to 3/4 of the way down, is we're going to make this into kind of like the shape of a T, like this. So we're going to put the glue around these inside edges, but when we go to secure it, we want to hold it kind of in the shape of a T. You see how that looks kind of like a T? So we're gonna hold it this way until this glue dries. So we're gonna repeat the same process with the other side of our bin. So 3/4 of the way down with our hot glue. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments below so far which is your favorite DIY. All right, so we're gonna just press on this and then give it a few seconds to dry. Well, after gluing these together, we're just going to turn this inside out. And I absolutely love how this one, especially with the fringe, looks on the outside. So before that we load these up and put them in our cabinet, I'm gonna make just a couple more with some of these other rugs that we bought. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna load these up and put them in the cabinets. And when we do that, I'm gonna tell you why that I am loving these versus the hard-sided baskets for storage. Okay, now I love soft-sided type of bins because they have flex and they have give. So when you're trying to work with a small space, or if you are in, say, like a travel trailer or an Airstream where you have rounded cabinet space, these have flex and give. So the first thing that I did with these in our RV is I usually have a bin of bottled water that I leave on the counter. So I use some of this anti-skid shelf liner underneath of things like this that I don't want to move off of the counter on travel days. So I'm just gonna actually put this back in the corner here, and then I'm going to take my new soft-sided bin, set that on here, and then this is not gonna go anywhere on a travel day. It'll stay there nice and solid. So to load this cabinet up now with our food, I'm gonna now put it all in here and load it up in here instead of the hard-sided bins that I was using, because it's just gonna maximize the storage space that we have in here. So let's get this loaded up with food. I can put a lot more in here because this is flexing. And then we're gonna put it in here. Now this is gonna store in there nicely. When I need something, I can actually pull this out, and this is gonna keep things nice and tidy on those travel days. So let's load up some more of our stuff. The other thing I love about this too is this is super decorative. So if you wanna leave one of these like on your counter while you're parked, it looks super nice on the counter as well. But this is creating so much more space in here for all of our food. So now let me show you the really cool hack about these that my daughter is loving. So Trinity asked for one of these that could be hers. So over here on the bunk, we actually have these robe hooks that we screwed onto the bunks from Home Depot. And so what she's actually doing is she's taking her bin and she's just putting it through the robe hooks. She can load it up, and then she can actually even add this back over the robe hook. So this hangs nice here, but it's also nice and secure where nothing's gonna fall out of it. And it's just a nice kind of little organized space she can have to put pens or pencils or whatever she wants in here that she wants easy access to. So this is an amazing hack. It's been blowing up the internet. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you have tried this before. I have got a couple of bonus organization ideas that I want to show you, not necessarily from Dollar Tree, but super great hacks that I have found. So you're gonna wanna make sure, keep watching for those 2 bonus hacks that I've got for you. But I did want to take a quick minute, because I know so many of you guys are thinking about trip planning right now, as are we, and thank the sponsor of today's video, campgroundviews.com. Now, campgroundviews.com has just added over 700 more campgrounds to their campground library. And this year in 2022, their goal is to have all of the state parks now with virtual tours that are available. So we love being able to use this tool for our trip planning to be able to look at campsites before we book them, especially those that are in national forests or other places where it's really hard to get an idea of what that campsite looks like by just looking at the website map. And bonus, right now through March the 1st, you can save 25% off a Campground Views membership. I'll leave the code and the link in the description below. Okay, let me show you these bonus hacks. So these net mesh produce bags from IKEA, I'm loving this. So hanging produce up off of the counter or not putting it in a bowl, such as I'm taking it out of this bowl here, and actually hanging it is a great way not only to keep your produce fresher, but also to keep it up off of the counter. So with this robe hook attached to the slide trim and then the produce in this mesh bag, I can actually just leave it here even on a travel day because it is up and out of the way and it's very secure here. And then we can just, of course, grab it out when we need it. And so this is a new storage hack that I'm absolutely loving for produce, but really you could do lots of different things with anything that you don't mind hanging on the wall. Now, this next bonus hack, this is something that you can get from Dollar Tree, but what we're going to do is I have this over the door hook hanger that I did pick up at a Dollar Tree. However, today when we were out shopping, just looking for some different things, I found this over the door rack, and I found this at our local Bell's outlet. So this was on clearance for $11.99, and I'm pretty stoked about what I'm gonna do with this. So let's do it. So now why I'm super excited for this setup is because when we're out RVing, when I have our microfiber towels that are clean, I usually keep them rolled up like this in the closet. And then whenever anybody needs a clean towel, if their towel's not already hanging up, they're always, you know, Mom or Charity.
Running across the carpet.
Or running across naked or whatever. So we hang up the towels to dry, and then if I wash the towel and I know it's like clean and not been used yet, I roll it up like this and put it away. So now we're gonna actually put these up here.
Oh, they fit like a glove.
They fit just like a glove. And so when they're clean, they're up here. And I will put a link in the description below for these microfiber towels on Amazon. We absolutely love these for RV living and RV life because they do dry so fast, and then you just hang them up to dry. So now everybody's towel is here, and once they use it, they can hang it up to dry and keep reusing it, and then when it's been washed, we'll just put it right back up here. So they're hanging it up to dry. Now I gotta fold it back up. So the next hack that I have for you isn't so much of a DIY as much as it end part of our basket. Hold on. I just realized my hot glue gun has like things on it.
Things.
Yeah, I know. From the top.
Okay.
Take
Go.
67. Okay. Now, oh no. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's too tall. Oh. It will work.
It will? Okay,
yeah,
good.
it will work. We
Sweet.
just have to make sure it's not there. Okay. But it will work just fine. Oh, that scared me for just a minute.
Ready? Let's give it a try.
No, don't. Oh, you got to roll that back up now.
Used.
You're just not graceful. Now it's on the floor.
Oh no. Thumbs up.
Storage. Hang it here. Hold on, it's not really hanging. So thanks so much for watching this video on Dollar Tree DIY, RV organization and storage. If you would like more content and more information about our summer caravan, you're gonna wanna join the Grateful Glamper Insiders group. And I'll leave a link in the description below on how that you can do that. If you'd like to check out some more videos with RV storage and organization tips, you can check those out right up here. And if you would like to see some more day in the life travel vlog videos, you can check those up right over here. You can check out Instagram right down here where we've been putting a ton of short videos. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down here. Make sure that you never miss a video. If we don't see you at the campground or out on the road, we'll definitely see you in the next video.